Why, hello, dude sickles. This is Review 88 here. Today I'm gonna do a review. I haven't been doing much lately. Sorry about that. Kind of busy with stuff my parents want me to do and stuff like that, so I don't have as much time. I really thought I would, but my parents or my mom is making me busy, and at times it's like, come on. But anyway, sometimes it's good because I don't have anything else to do. And so she just makes me do some stuff, which is okay at times. Anyway, I don't actually own this CD. I rented it from my library, from my local library. And so I have it for about like 2 weeks. There's another album I checked out from the library as well. And I have not listened to it yet. So, probably gonna listen to it tonight. And then I'll review it tomorrow. I also have some plans to listen to other albums and save that new one for last because it's a 2013 record. So I'll save that one for last. But for when I listen to it, so I want to listen to like a 99 record. That's like the first record from the band. And then there's some other ones I want to listen to as well. I usually listen to 3. That's how I usually get what I get. So I don't know what the middle one's gonna be. Anyway, the album came out in 2013 this year, around June right now, so around April, March, April. I found out around April, May, so about it, but it might have come out earlier than that. It's the new Deep Purple record called Now What. This record, when I first listened to it, which was about a week ago, I think, I liked it. There were some songs that I thought were pretty boring, but then there were some songs that I thought were pretty exciting, and I could listen to again, when I go through travels and going through a really long thing. Like, next weekend I'm going to be gone until Sunday, and I might come home a little bit later on Sunday, I don't know. But, going downtown, it's I don't know, about an hour-long drive or something like that, so I'm going to have a lot of time to listen to music. So, there might be some songs I want to listen to from this album. But anyway, I would say out of 10, I have never done these, ratings before, but out of 10, 7.9, 8.1. It was good, but I felt like it wasn't their best, and I'm still glad that they're making records. I'm glad that Ian Gillan, the lead vocalist, came back as the lead vocalist because they had a different one during like the 80s and early 90s. But late 80s, I should say. More like mid 80s to early 90s. Anyway, so yeah. So this is the original version. There's a bonus track version which has I know one of those tracks, I don't know how many bonus tracks there are in the album. I didn't check. I just remember one of them was actually a cover song from this older classic type of rock blues band guy, dude, whoever he was, I forgot. I think it was a solo act or something like that they covered the song from. But I liked it. I listened to it because I downloaded the bonus track through YouTube, and I liked it, but then I accidentally deleted it for some reason, so I should have kept it as the bonus track and just called the album bonus track version, and get the other bonus tracks. But I didn't, which I'm kind of fine with that. Would have made the album longer if I got the bonus tracks. I'm not a huge fan of long albums, but I know a lot of heavy metal, hard rock bands have long albums, especially nowadays. They make songs longer than they should or something like that. And anyway, so yeah, the first song is called A Simple Song. That was actually the first song I heard from this album. Before I actually decided to listen to the full album, I just downloaded this song, the first song, and listened to it, and I liked it. Some parts were a little... I mean, there was a good, heavy part to it, and that came out more in the middle of the song. So there was just like a softer type of strum of electric guitar in the beginning, and Ian's vocals there. So, but I liked it. I liked the song. Track 2, Weirdistan. I don't remember too much about this song. I just remember trying to, download it, and I couldn't find it, and it was before I found out how to download through YouTube, so I didn't really know how to do that yet. Well, I actually did know how to do it yet, but I didn't feel like doing that. I just felt like going on to these other websites, these legal websites that I wanted to download through. Out of Hand. Hell to Pay was another one of those songs that I actually had before I listened to the album. That was an okay song. When I had it on my iPhone, I didn't really listen to it that much. So, I don't know why. I guess I just didn't. I think it might have been a longer song. It's like 5 minutes, and sometimes I'm not a huge fan of 5 minute long songs, but sometimes a lot of heavy metal, hard rock bands have 5 minute long songs, and you have to deal with it. And there might be good ones. Track 5, Bodyline. Track 6, Above and Beyond. Track 7, Blood from a Stone. Track 8, Uncommon Man. That was the one that kind of was boring to me. I expected something a little bit better, but I think this is the one when it was like fully like keyboard driven. Not a huge fan of the keyboards, but I guess it's part of Deep Purple, so I have to deal with it, but still might not listen to this song as much. Track 9, I Praise Vows. I don't know how to pronounce that. I think it might have been another keyboard-driven one. Track 10, All the Time in the World, was another real single, I guess, from the album. I don't remember too much. I think it just showed up on iTunes as one of the more popular songs from the record. Yeah, and then track 11 is called Vincent Price, which was actually released as a single and probably my favorite song from this album. So, like I said, overall, 7.9, 8.1, around there. I really am a huge fan of their Fireball and Machine Head albums. More so of the Fireball song than the actual album. I haven't listened to the album yet. I just listened to the first song, and I kind of felt like doing that, but then I realized I wanted to listen to other stuff before that, so yeah, I'm walking around, and then all of a sudden I feel like there's a prick in my butt. Hold on. On my leg, I mean. Itch. So now I'm just going to show you the inside and the insert. The insert's actually pretty cool. I didn't really expect it to be that much of this, but there's actually pretty cool stuff in it. It actually has pictures of the band, which I'm pretty excited, pretty happy about that, because I do like it when I'm a big fan of the inserts from CDs. That's one reason why I get CDs instead of just going through iTunes and buying stuff. Sometimes iTunes is a little bit less expensive than CDs, but sometimes CDs are less expensive than iTunes. Because the full album is like $9.99. Sometimes you can just get a full album for like $2, on CD through Amazon. Yeah. Anyway, here's the first picture. It's got all 5 members. I don't exactly know if they're all the original. I know some of them might be the original, especially Ian Gillan was the first. Oh my god, how many times does this have to itch? I feel like something's like pricking me. Sometimes I get these weird pricks, and I itch them, and then I think they go away for a little bit, and then they come back. I'm like, are you kidding me? I remember one day when that happened, I was trying to cut it off or something like that. I felt like ripping off my skin, but I didn't, which is a good idea. Which is a good idea not to, so. because you die if you rip off your skin. You don't die right away, but I don't think you do, because they did that skinning thing when they skin your skin, which is basically just cutting off your skin. But it like hurts for a while and you suffer and then you finally die, basically. But kind of, I think, a slow, painful process. So I don't know why they used to do that. They used to do a lot of stupid killing stuff. Yeah, so that's the first page. Second page is really the lyrics for the first 3 songs. More lyrics. Picture. More lyrics. And picture. And then lyrics and a picture. Not lyrics, sorry, you know, background information and pictures. And it's dedicated to Jon Lord, who was actually the producer of this album. I think he's the producer. No, wait, no, he's not the producer. Who the heck is Jon Lord, then? If you know who Jon Lord is, you can tell me. I think he might have been the producer for other albums, and they just dedicated it to him, or he was going through something. So, but I think he probably produced the... I have to go... not go, but you know, I have to go and check that. So yeah, overall, like I already said, 7.9, 8.1. You can kind of tell me your rating on below, and what your favorite Deep Purple record is. I just got into Deep Purple like a few months ago, so I don't know too much about them. But I do listen to a lot of their music lately, and I don't know, my favorite band right now is the Sex Pistols, and that's like the first time in about a year or two that they're my favorite band. And it's pretty interesting. I really want the Sex Pistols. Sorry, I'm talking about the Sex Pistols. Just that they existed during the time of Deep Purple. I really want the Sex Pistols to come out with a new album, because I know a lot of the members are still alive. Or at least the original ones are. Sid Vicious is dead. But I know the other ones, the original bassist, the guitarist. I know Johnny Rotten's definitely alive. I know that, because he just released a new album with his side project. So, I know he's alive. I think the drummer is alive too. So I really want them to come out with a new album, either this year or next year. If I can talk to them, maybe I'll just say, oh, you guys should do a new album. I can help you write songs or something like that. And I don't want it to be like that crap, you know, like electronic type of thing, because that's not Sex Pistols. I feel like if they were to do something, I feel like pop punk is more kind of popular today for the punk type of stuff, so they might do something more pop punk, and that'll be cool. I know the Buzzcocks were always kind of like a punk rock band, and then they started making pop punk type of stuff nowadays. So, yeah. But anyway, so yeah, so just comment on the bottom of this. If you really want a Sex Pistols new album, if you're a fan of Sex Pistols, tell me if you really want them to do a new album. What do you think this type of punk rock would they do? If they do like something more like the original song, the original album, just make it more better quality, or do you think they'll go more into something more like Blink-182, or because I know they said they didn't really like Green Day, so they might not do Green Day style, but they might just go into something more like, you know, like the pop punk Blink-182 or something like that, you know. Not the alternative rock Blink-182, which is nowadays, but, you know, back then, when they were big with, like, Enema of the State and Take Off Your Pants and Jacket and their self-titled, something like that. I would be happy if they did that, but I'll also be happy if they kind of return with their original style, too, but it makes sense that they would do pop punk. Anyway, guys, I might do another video, just depending on how I feel, or what album I want to do. So just comment on the comments if you want to say anything about it, and alright, bye guys.